I knew I was making a mistake when I agreed to become part of Kat's little enterprise. "You'll be fine." Kat twirled a clump of her highlighted blonde hair around her forefinger. "Think of the money. 90% of the proceeds will be yours." I fiddled with the hem of her short black dress I was wearing, picking at a loose thread. "Think about your niece." She certainly knew which buttons to press with me. That was how I became ensnared in her wretched plan. It hadn't taken her long either. We met 6 months ago when I joined the KM Group, a boutique PR company. She was the owner's personal assistant, and I worked in the finance and admin team. Within 3 months, I'd moved in with her, soon realising Catherine West was the type of person you just went along with. She sneezed into the crook of her arm. I recoiled at the deafening noise. My nerves were shot to pieces. She swiped a tissue from the box on the coffee table and wiped her nose. "Damn cold." Her nail varnish was peeling, which was unlike her, and her blue-grey eyes were streaming. She prodded my elbow. "Come on, drink up, Dutch courage and all that." I swallowed hard to lose the ball of apprehension stuck in my throat. It had been there since she'd first mentioned this idea. Mum crept into my thoughts. I missed living with her, even though I popped in to see her after work most days. I batted the thoughts away. I couldn't stomach thinking of Mum's reaction if she ever found out what I'd signed up for. It would break her heart, and that would break mine. Instead, I filled my thoughts with images of my beautiful baby niece, my goddaughter, Grace. I thought about the future for our family if she didn't get the treatment she desperately needed. A life without her. And I thought of my sister, Ruby, a baby herself, really. I pictured the darkness blemishing the skin below her eyes these days. My mum, my brother and I thought she'd made a big mistake last year when she'd decided to go ahead with the pregnancy. She was only 17 and barely knew the father. My baby sister, with a baby of her own, was a burden she was far too young to bear, I'd thought. Until the night Grace exploded into our lives and we all realised how wrong we'd been. A life without her was one not worth considering. I downed the remaining vodka and tonic Kat had poured earlier for me. What if he's not there? "Oh, he'll be there, all right. Don't you worry." I wondered how she could be so sure. But typical of her whole persona, she remained convincing and forthright. She stood, coughed hard, and pulled me up. Swiping the empty tumbler from my hand, she ushered me towards the front door. Further what-ifs slipped off my tongue. What if this Henry guy didn't go along with it? What if I got cold feet? What if I got caught? My heart was racing. The alcohol had heightened my anxiety levels, failing to numb them as Kat had convinced me it would. "Life is full of what-ifs, Mia Hamilton. If we spend our lives questioning everything, we'd never do anything. Just get on with it." She opened the apartment door and hurried me along like a mother seeing her child off to school. "In less than an hour, it'll all be over. Follow my instructions and it will be fine. Remember, you're doing this for Grace." She winked at me and grinned. "Good luck. See you soon, Hazel." Chapter 2. I perched on a stool in the hotel bar, the hem of Kat's little black dress sitting mid-thigh. My heart was beating as fast as the pianist's fingers dancing along the ivories of the mini grand in the far corner of the dimly lit room. I was more uncomfortable than I could ever have imagined.